because of the fact that she's got double silence, she's got double chains, she's got a dash, escape, initiation, she's got it all. Jax as well being taken away because of that late game hyper carry, scary scariness that Jax has, always will have, hopefully. And Renekton, of course, being banned out again because if you don't ban him, he will get picked and he will kill your team. Now, immediately, mitosisburnt picking up Caitlyn. Very safe ADC, has the 90 caliber net for repositioning, as well as great lane harass capabilities due to the fact she's got the headshot and the maximum range that you have for a base ADC stat. We're going to see Bro Swagonist locking in on that Lee Sin, looking to be in that top lane, as well as Penguinator, number 5. What happened to the other 4 Penguinators? Well, you know, they're penguins. They come and go, and they die and they pass, and, well, their children live on. Locking in onto the Lucian. Now, Thresh being picked up for Mitosis on the Lil Wings. What's kind of ironic to see about this is Thresh has Lucian's wife's soul in the lantern, so Lucian's got to fight to get that on back. At least that's the lore if you guys read it. We are going to see Vi as well getting picked up on Asian Rice. No discrimination here or anything, just definitely throwing out stereotypes. I don't know what the difference between white rice and Asian rice is, however, clearly this Vi knows the difference. You see Zillion could be getting locked in here. Again, with the set number of times that people have changed their champions, you never know to the last second. It would be very interesting to see that Zillion, if Bro Swagonist, be it jungle or in top, wherever he ends up going, gets very, very hyper damage, hyper fed. Dives into the backline, all of a sudden he's getting a Zillion ultimate, he comes back, boom, he's ready to do more damage. And Rocknerd, we'll see what he ends up locking in here. And just going over everybody's name, we have Blazing 375 leading the way for Mitosis, as well as Low Wings, Asian Rice, Orb 11, and Lamenta. And for Bump Life, we have Bro Swagonist, Penguinator number 5, I done 1212, as well as Rocknert and Like a Firm Oak. Very interesting choice for a name, but hey, he's got to be remembered as that strong oak tree that leads his team, combines everything together. So we're going to see Wukong being picked up here. Recent, as in 2 patches ago, nerfs onto Wukong has really dropped him out of favor, even though he is very strong still, has the armor shred, as well as the increased attack speed steroid or gap close, has a clone for a bit of a juke, and has the cyclone for initiation. Very strong kit-wise champion. Interested to see why there's not more Wukongs, even with the recent changes. We are going to see Morgana being locked in as well. That's going to stop the Thresh hooks, the Thresh flays. That's going to stop Assault and Battery, Pantheon stuns, any Lulu harass. Down the line, Morgana Black Shield knocks off every CC that mitosisburnt could possibly come on up with here. And finally, will we see a Lissandra for the very first time in the tournament? Will we see Lissandra being picked up? We also have double smites on Bump Life. Could be trying for something really crazy. Early Dragons, early Barons, buff control, invades, who knows? And there we do. We see that lock-in on Lissandra. Very, very nice. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. These are the teams: Caitlyn, Thresh, Vi, Pantheon, Lulu. Versus that Lee Sin, Lucian, Morgana, Wukong, and Lissandra. Very high amounts of CC on either team. Bottom lane, looking at a dissection for both. We're going to have that Morgana, Lucian. They have a ton of poke. They have shields to disengage from the Thresh hooks, which is the biggest thing that Thresh has. The Flay for displacement into the hook for CC. Well, Spell Shield stops that. However, Caitlyn and Thresh, a lot of poke. Thresh gets bonus damage for the amount of time that he waits until his next auto attack, as well as Caitlyn having the headshots can easily poke out the Morgana and the Lucian in this bot lane. Looking interesting choice, a last second Asian Rice with a quick change over on the summoner spells, if you did see, was running the cleanse and clairvoyance. Chose to change it up there last second, so that will be the jungler. Vi to Wukong. Vi, very strong once she hits 6, as well as Wukong. Both are going to be deciding factors in what lane will win the hardest. The amount of camps that come on out will dictate the pace of the game. If they camp out Lissandra and she starts roaming, or if, the Pantheon at top starts getting camped out, gets fed, starts roaming. We will have to go and see. Taking a look at the top lane, it's going to be that Pantheon versus Lee Sin. Lee Sin is going to be able to absorb some of the damage from the Spear Toss, but Pantheon, such a bully in the top lane. Constant Spear Throw, Spear Throw, Spear Throw, Mana Pot, Spear Throw again. We're going to see if this Lee Sin can stand up to the poke, because we all know that Pantheon wants to be a baker. And, well, Lee Sin smells a smelly opponent, or smelly enemy. So there's no chance that Pantheon's ever going to run away. But Pantheon might be able to keep his distance enough if he pokes down the Lee Sin. And of course, we're going to be looking at that Lulu versus Lissandra in the mid lane. Lissandra, very short range on her Qs. So Lulu's able to put down the shield, Glitter Lance, clear out an entire wave, and then roam around. She's able to play very assisty, supporty, AP nuke, where Lissandra, though, at 6, gonna lock down with the ultimate. Gonna be able to slow everybody. And Wukong Lissandra combo gonna be very, very scary, as well as Morgana Soul Shackles. We will have to see if those Soul Shackles make or break a team fight. Now, we do have that 3-minute delay, so bear with me while everything loads on up here. We will put on some music, and we will bring you the action here momentarily. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we get the game underway, locked and loaded, we do see that there's already a disconnection. Problems being with the fact that League sometimes has some errors that come on through here, and so hopefully we'll see a pause coming on through to try and give them some time to come on back, as everybody has that right too. Now that we see all the champs that have been selected, what we are locked and loaded for, who do you guys think will end up taking the victory away? We do have mitosisburnt and Bump Life. Both these teams, mitosisburnt currently 3-0 in this LCS tournament here, and we have Bump Life at 0-3. So, will Mitosis be able to hold on to the victories that they have achieved and continue for a 4-0? Or will Bump Life claw their way back from the 0-3 spot to show us that they have what it takes to be in this LCS here? So as we adjust and wait for everyone to come on back, people having some technicality difficulties. That is completely okay and understandable, as Morgana still has not connected to the game, sitting back into spawn. We do see that mitosisburnt spreading on out. They're utilizing the bottom bush protection as well as the red buff protection, so they are covering any entrance that is going to be potentially happening. They don't have to worry about any hooks or anything crazy coming out of Bump Life. And overall, very passive playing here. I don't think we're going to see anything crazy, aggressive invade coming out of either of the teams here. Going to sit back, farm up onto their jungle, and we're going to have to watch into the top lane right around that 3-minute 10-second to 3-minute and 30-second time frame, when a lot of people are going up and ganking that top. Whoever is pushing will get ganked. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pulsefire Gaming's LCS style tournament, week number 2, game number 2, where these teams are duking it out for the chance to play in the championship. The championship is, of course, Triumphant Rise and a buttload of RP, literally a metric buttload. If you could measure things and how much you could fill up a rumpus room, that is how much RP they are going to be getting. So that is what they are duking it out for here tonight. Currently, mitosisburnt 3-0, Bump Life 0-3. So Bump Life fighting for a first victory in Mitosis to stay with their flawless victory. So we see there's the wards coming out. A little bit of a rework on the trinkets. Again, huge benefit to either team. Be it invade, defensive, you're able to see where somebody's going to come from, where you want to go. Gives you so much information, and at such an early time now that we are seeing a lot of crazy things happening. A lot more invades, yet a lot more repositioning. Buff starts in a little different of a spot. As you see, Asian Rice going to be taking up on that red buff, having that bot lane assist him, so he takes the least amount of damage. And we see Rockard. That's going to be difficult to say, but he's going to be finishing up that blue buff here. And they're going to be working into that top lane. First time seeing that Dragon Slayer Pantheon. Where was he when Shyvana was in the last game? Who knows? As you see, there's that Pantheon. Does not have much for mana regeneration, starting out with the Doran's Blade and the health pot. So if he constantly harasses down onto the Lee Sin, all Lee Sin's going to have to do is wait till the mana comes out. Or comes down and he has no more, and then he's going to be able to engage. We see Broswagonist just trying to get the farm with the long-range resonating strikes, because he cannot get close enough. There's the hook not going to land, as Lil Winks is going to get dark binded here. But the flay backwards onto Penguinator. And Caitlyn canceling her own auto attack, but Penguin very low. Going to be forced to drink up that bottle of red goodness, trying to heal himself up here. As a nice spell shield there, we see Broswagonist. Good job at that level 2, picking up the safeguard, making sure that he negates any damage that Pantheon Spear Shot is going to be doing. Now every lane, very passive, yet aggressive at the same time. If a hook comes out in bot lane, Caitlin's gonna start auto-attacking, potentially go for the kill, but there we see Rocker going on in for Orb. There's the slow, but the ignite coming down. Orb trying to get in there. First blood is gonna get picked up. Now he's going on to Rocker as we see Agent Rice showing up here in the top lane. There's the slow from the red buff. One more auto-attack is gonna proc the true damage, and there's a double kill gonna get picked up from Orb and a buff transfer. That is not what Bump Life wanted at all. A double kill from Mitosis. This Penguinator is gonna get hooked. Play backwards. There's a heal that is gonna get burned down. There's the built over Peacemaker making peace meet your maker, says Blazing 375 as he picks up a kill in the bot lane, and just like that, 3-0. Mitosisburnt up 1,000 gold. Quick turnaround as we see Bro Swaggin is trying to go down to Orb, gets baited on into it, engages. Asian Rice is still camping in the lane, baited so very hard that the Orb just, as we see a nice flash shield glitter lance from Lulu tagged with ignite, and firm like an oak is definitely limp like a flippin' wet piece of noodle as he's going on home dead. Things got really hot in the mid lane and he just melted on away. Lissandra not standing a chance, can't stand up to the heat of this. Lulu's cooking in the kitchen, making all of those cupcakes. And overall, Pantheon coming back, Brutalizer. 2-0-1. Lee Sin getting armor as opposed to an HB pool, picking up something that would allow him to stay in the lane longer. Instead, trying to reduce some of the damage. Of course, Brutalizer is going to negate out that cloth vest so very quick. Top lane, Bro Swaggin just needs to be very careful. Pantheon, stun, Heartseeker strike, spear shot. 2 rolls of the combo, and he is going to be able to pick up kills. As well as Lulu, who goes back and picks up the chalice, so she's going to have a bunch of mana to poke on down as Blazing and the Lil Wings do their job in the bot lane, poking down the Morgana, poking down the Lucian, and just like that, there we see Orb is going on to Bro Swagginus. One more auto attack. There's that crit from the passive, and the Dragon Slayer slaying Lee Sin's as well. Doesn't matter. He's killed all the dragons in the land. Now he's got to go for people. He is thirsty on a quest for blood, and 3-0-1 says that he is beginning that quench. Now he is level 6. He could go and gank any lane that he would like. He does have that Grand Skyfall. He's gonna have people, he's just strapping on the Jordans. It's time to fly. As Blazing and Lil Wings down on the bottom with the flay onto Idonal, who is gonna body block for the Lucian. Good job. Just knowing, hey, this hook is gonna come on out here. And body blocking, sacrificing a little bit to make sure that it doesn't hook onto Lucian. But there's the hook onto Idonal, the flay backwards, one more auto attack, and that's gonna be Blazing with another kill, pilled over Peacemaker. Yet another on Caitlyn. Caitlyn currently 2-0 with 50 CS to Lucian's 20. And if you take a look at the gold difference, there is a vast difference. 2,100 already at the 6-minute mark. That is a BF sword and some already to Lucian's 500 gold. That's all he has, as he has already gone back and picked up the long sword. Now Penguinator has to stay very far back, because if a hook comes on out, it is going to be over for him. And unfortunately not able to pick up any of those CS as Orb chilling on in. Are they going to dive onto Bro Swagginus? There's the stun and the assault and battery. Orb with one spear shot and a kill. Asian Rice, Orb, good combination, good synergy. Asian Rice says, I got this, flashes on over, punch to the face. You're a disgrace. We will rock. That's what they're trying to do here. Penguin taking incredibly low. He's going to need to go on home. And right now, every lane down the board, other than jungle, I guess, Wukong almost tying up with farm, is down. They need to be very careful as Lil Wings with a nice shield is going to stop that damage coming from Morgana here. And Bump Life needs to sit back, hug tower, relax. Yes, the score is currently 8-0. I understand that that seems like a very negative situation to be in. You gotta focus. You need to look at the positive. Okay, we still got a farm. We still have our mid game. Our teamfight phase is incredibly strong. The Wukong, Lissandra, Soul Shackle for Morgana. Very good combination. Lots of CC. They can win it when it comes to lane phase, or when it comes to teamfight phase. They need to just get there. They need to get there. And Orb now running out of his double buff, which is going to give Broswagonist the opportunity to try and make something happen. There's the binding, is going to land on a Little Wings. The dash forward, Lucian with the damage to fly backwards, however, and heal is going to use the soul, or the spell shield is going to stop that hook, and exhaust that was just used to stop that Lucian's damage. Blazing going to go on home. 72 farm with 2 kills. We're going to have to see what he ends up getting as Rocker with a nice juke. Going around onto Asian Rice. Will he find him? It is warded. There's the Power Fist getting charged and Cyclone. Asian Rice just keeping the distance, waiting for the Q to come on up. The Assault and Battery. Is it going to be there? Still waiting. Punch to the face as Firm Oak trying to run away. And Lamenta with the flash on over will pick up the kill. And Broswagon is trying to go on home. Deciding to drink up a little bit of his drink, run on out, and grab another coconut, because he's going to go home and chill. As you see Asian Rice stealing away Rockert's red buff, as that's what you need to do. As a jungler, if you kill the other jungler and you see a buff up, if you see minions up, you're already there, in their jungle, you might as well take it. It's free. There's nobody stopping you, telling you that you can't. Currently the score 10-0 with mitosisburnt in a commanding lead. 16, almost 17,000 gold here to 10,000 gold on Bump Life. That's 7,000 gold difference. And looking at the items, a needlessly large rod already on Lulu. BF Sword and Vamp Scepter on Caitlyn. Sightstone being picked up on Thresh with the Ancient Coin. Ties right around the Morgana, who has the Sightstone and the Spell Thief's Blade. Or Spell Thief's Edge. And then we are going to see that Lissandra with the Seeker's Arm Guard trying to get more defensive to survive the Lulu burst. But everybody playing very passive now as sort of the Occult being bought from Orb. An insult to injury. He is currently 4-0-1 with the Occult, trying to get those stacks going. As we see the hook not going to land onto Rockert here. As the damage, though, Ace in the hole will be able to pick it up. No, takes a nice chunk of damage out, but is not going to be enough to kill. As we see a sandwich, that is going to happen. Idunnel in a very sticky situation with the flay backwards, has the spell shield. But the damage coming on out, the flash as well, the stun, Assault and Battery not going to be enough to lock down. However, Asian Rice will pick up the kill as everyone begins to body block. Grand Skyfall jumping on into the back of Lucian here. Orb putting himself out of position, wants to go in for Penguinator. Can they do it? The minions are coming on up. Thresh wants to go in. There's the spear shot for a lot of damage, and Penguinator needs to be very careful here. There's the Lantern, the stun, and the Heartseeker, as well as the Lantern to disengage. Nice play from the Thresh to give an out to Orb, and there's some stacks being picked up. 3 now onto Pantheon, Sword of the Occult, and a bottom tower at 11 minutes. And 35 seconds, 37 seconds is going to get picked up here. As we see Lee Sin in the top, 0-4-0. Firm Oak is going to get ignited, engaged on. Heartseeker will pick up the kill. As Orb, just a monster right now, out for blood, 6-0-2, racking up the stacks. As we see Broswagonist trying to run on away. Nice Dragon Range, trying to disengage. However, the shield as well to the minions. But Glitterlance will allow him to taste the color purple. And it is not delicious. And whatever you do, it is definitely not nutritious. So he's heading on home here the quickest way possible. And that's with the gray screen. Overall, Dragon was picked up earlier by mitosisburnt. Should be coming on up here in another minute or two. So that'll be another objective. A point of contention here. As we see Asian Rice finding Rockert a little bit out of position. As Lulu going on in with a lot of damage. Are they going to dive him? That is the question. Do they want to? mitosisburnt running this game rampant. They are dictating what happens and when it happens. As Orb is going to be going on to Firmo with the stun to Heartseeker and immediately flashes into the rest of his team. And Lulu will pick up the kill here. This is one of those things. 15-0 is that scoreboard here. Bump Life trying everything they can to stay in this game, keep their hopes high. It is 13 minutes in, and At this point, mitosisburnt could push right up mid lane. Grand Skyfall into the back line. Lulu using the overgrowth on a Pantheon, immediately stunning everybody. Vi with the assault and battery. Caitlyn can sit in the back. She's got that Bloodthirster. She's got the boots. She has the attack speed and the damage. She can put out the DPS, and Thresh can switch on in there with the box. They have a lot of kill potential, and the biggest difference, level 9s to 11, all on the board for Mitosis. To the highest level of level 8 on Lee Sin, as Idunal is going to get a gauge on in bottom, and Blazing is going to pick up a kill. The ace in the hole will not be enough to lock down Lucian. So very close. Heal was going to get burned as Firm as a no comes on in, and there's the Entomb onto Blazing. Will the Cyclone comes out? It does. Blazing with the flash, trying to keep the distance. Still auto-attacking. There's Firm Oak trying to stay in. Lil Wings sacrificing for the betterment of mankind. The Ignite is going to take. Will that first kill coming out? The flash from Little Wings. Can they do it? Can they get to him? Lissandra trying as Lamenta comes in unstoppable, picking up the kill. And Firm Oak eating a cupcake. Wrong place, wrong time. There's Lulu with the flash on over and a double kill. So very close, yet so very far. They got very aggressive, and what looked like was going to be the very first kill for Bump Life turned into Napi as Assault and Battery is going to almost lock down the kill on a Broswagonist. But finally, the Q and Power Fist combo will pick up the kill. As you take a look, Pantheon at 7 stacks, 6 stacks is that optimal number. If you pick up Sword of the Occult and you have 6 stacks, it makes it worth it. Anything over 6, extra worth it. Anything below, well, definitely not. Not in the slightest. No point in having it. That's why it's a very, very risky item, as we see Orb catching out Rockert immediately, putting him to about half HP. Firm like an oak, missing the Q. There's the stun as well. Rocker taken so very low, but Orb in a 1v4 situation, he is all out in no man's land, but does not care as Lulu pushes down the mid tower. And everybody trying their best, farm up, get their items. They're not letting this game go without a fight. And that's exactly what you need to do here, and that is what I like to see. Firm like an oak, picking up the Amplifying Tome. Could be going for that Hourglass, could be going for Athenes. Who knows where he's going with that Amp Tone? He's got a lot of different options, at least with the Seeker's Arm Guard. Thought he would go for the Hourglass, but there's the Ward, and Lil Wing sees Lissandra waiting off in the distance as Blazing starts to put down the damage on the turret. There's the hook going on to Firm like an oak, but Firm trying to get away, trying to bait the distance. There it is. Can he do it? Ace in the hole. Leaves that Ice Queen frozen stiff. Firm like an oak is absolutely right, as she's tasting the bittersweet taste of death. Now Lil Wings does get the hook onto Idunal as he's going to get engaged on, and Blazing picks up yet another kill to flay backwards into Penguinator. The box will not land. The nice dash out if anything was to happen. Remember, that dash on Lucian does remove all slows. So even if you take the box, you can dash on through. And there's Lee Sin in the wings trying to see if he can make something happen. But 16 minutes for that mid inhibitor at Broswagonist. Landing the resonating strike, but the flash stun from Orb. Broswag though with a nice safeguard. However, he's gonna get a gauge on. The Assault and Battery does lock it down. Record with the Cyclone pops up one, but there's the Overgrowth, and Blazing picks up the kill. One on one, everybody is trying to get a piece of mitosisburnt right now, and Bump Life holding on with everything they have here. Now they can at least farm up the mid lane, so everyone can farm it on out. We do take a look. Lee Sin 07. He is desperate for any amount of money he can at that 68 farm. We see Wukong finally finishing up the Lizard Elder, going for that Brutalizer next. Does have the boots as well, so he's able to at least get in and Cyclone if something is to happen. Lissandra trying to muster up whatever money she can to get that Hourglass as soon as possible, so she can initiate, drop the ultimate, and tomb somebody, an Hourglass, wait for her cooldowns to then get out of dodge, and Lucian finally finishing up that Bloodthirster. But if we take a look, 0-10 Thresh, he has the mobility boots, so he can get in position to hook somebody. He has the Sight Stone, so they get ward coverage, as well as the Orb of Ascension to reposition if something is to happen. Take a look at Caitlyn. She has the Phantom Dancer and Bloodthirster. Lots of damage coming out of Caitlyn. As well as Lulu right now, who has the Death Cap, the Magic Pen Boots, Seeger's Arm Guard, and Chalice of Harmony. And then, of course, this Vi, who has camped top lane harder than anything, has the Phage to make herself nice and fast when she starts landing some auto attacks on the people. And the Lizard Elder. And then Pantheon, so tanky, so much damage. Rushed Aranduins because he has sort of the occult, which means if he can pick up kill after kill, it is going to make something happen, which is give bonus damage. As we see Asian Rice going in onto Rocker. Ace in the hole is going to get body block from Morgana. Very nice play. As they're going to be getting this push onto the double towers. There's the teleport, though. But it is going to be not soon enough, as Purple Team's tower has been destroyed bottom, and now they're going on to the inhibitor here for bot. They have Super Minion Wave coming on up. They have 2 towers to focus on. All they have to do is hit the towers. They could secure out the victory here. Idunal is going to get hooked backwards. The Spell Shield is going to stop the hook from going in. The Flay, though, will be enough as Vi locks down the kill. There's 1 tower down. Bro Swaggin is trying to kick somebody into the fountain. Can't. Gets ignited. Rocker with a nice dash on backwards. And this looks like it will be good game here, as Lee Sin trying to go on in, takes a little bit of deeps, but a nice shield backwards as Rocket is going to get hooked outside. That will be it, ladies and gentlemen. mitosisburnt making it 4-0 now as the record. Great job on their part, as well as very nice play, trying for everything they have coming out of Bump Life here. In total now, 25-0. That is 2 teams that we have seen in this tournament so far that have finished with a perfect game. 18-0 was the very first game of the LCS that we did saw, which was Insignia Envy versus Empyrean Paragon. Now the second game we see, mitosisburnt and Bump Life. I am interested to see when Mitosis goes up against Empyrean. That is going to be a game that I want to see so bad. Both teams undefeated. Only one can come out ahead. We will have to see when that happens. Ladies and gentlemen, I do thank you